everyone. This is Yinka hailing from the North Film Festival in NYC at the Producers Club. Today I have with me Cody. He's one of the actors in the film Salt and Pepper, which you definitely have to check out. And he's also an actor and director of Suitcases. How are you today, Cody?
I'm doing very well. It's an honor to be here.
Definitely. Thank you so much. We definitely love the fact that you're able to be here to present both films. So we're going to talk about both films, okay? So, what was it like for you to be an actor in the film Salt and Pepper? And I'm asking because think about it from like the things that we see growing up in America, right? And it's just like different stories we're afraid to talk about, emphasize on because we feel that, oh, don't talk about those subjects, they're very sensitive. Tell me what it was like to be an actor on that film.
Well, I knew right from the initial audition that this story it was going to be something special, and then that became even more evident through the callback and through the entire audition process. And having an opportunity to talk with Karen as the director, because first of all, the callback process, Karen Johnson is a sweetheart. Because during the callback, we all went to her house. She fed all of us and just allowed us to interact with each other and talked about what this story meant to her. And I knew it was going to be something special, but the more that I was around Karen and got her perspective from it, I knew that it was something that I couldn't. It's not say it didn't feel like just an average run-of-the-mill story with people trying to get a message. It felt like something that needed to be told, and that's what hooked me. And from then on, I was like, okay, 150% in is where I'm at.
Nice, nice, nice. Thank you so much. Yes, and that film will premiere on the night of the gala. Please check it out at the Producers Club here in NYC for the North Film Festival. So now we're also going to talk about what inspired you to act and direct in Suitcases.
Suitcases is interesting because in the initial process and the story, it was something different. Like it was supposed to be built upon like being a traditional golden age Hollywood story where you have two characters who really are not meant to be in a relationship, but they go through a bunch of trials and by the end of the story they get back together. Talking with talking with my co-director Zachary Tyler Whedon, who unfortunately is not able to be here today, we agreed we wanted to do a more realistic approach and not make it be a story just about relationships in the romantic sense, but a story about friendships and family and about just relationships as a whole, because what we've seen in our own lives and the people who are our friends is we get into situations which we shouldn't be in for a very long time with people who are more toxic for our well-being than we should. And the end of the movie was something where we're like, we want to show that when it's time to leave, it's going to be unpleasant, but it's going to be the best thing for both parties. And for me, having Zach there as a director was just an absolute blessing, because the month before we got on set, he said, take the month off and actually work on yourself as an actor. And that's actually something I would say to any actor who's thinking about directing, is that if you are going to direct, get yourself an assistant director or somebody who can co-direct with you, who knows your acting style very well and who can bring the best out of you. Because that's what Zach did for me, is when we were on set together, he's like, I'll take care of everything. You just focus on being an actor. And he got the best out of me that I wouldn't have been able to get otherwise.
You hear it here, one-on-one free advice from Mr. Cody. Now, Mr. Cody, what other projects do you have in the works that you don't mind sharing with us?
Oh, so I'm actually really excited about this because 5 years ago, I actually started the process of writing a feature script. And that script is called Whatever It Takes. A couple of years ago, I brought on a co-writer and we finished it. And it's in the middle of being in its own little festival process right now. And I can't exactly say what it's been accepted into as of yet, but I can say what the story is about. It's a story about a young woman whose sister went missing 6 to 8 months ago, and whose case is slightly going cold. It has not gone completely cold yet, but like there's no signs that she's anywhere. But she gets an indication of where her sister might be, and her boyfriend head to that location. And when they're there, they meet a few suspicious characters, and she believes these people might be the people who took her sister. And so she voluntarily allows herself to be kidnapped by them so she can discover if number one, if they are the people, and if her sister is still alive, if they've still got her. And we actually have the proof of concept for that feature script. We're getting ready to shoot it this summer.
Oh, nice. Congratulations. That sounds very intriguing. I'm looking forward to check it out. I'm sure everyone is also looking forward to check it out. You definitely got to drop it off with us so we could screen it world premiere. So is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
I mean, more than anything else, I want to thank Darwin. I want to thank everybody who's put this festival on, and I want to thank all the filmmakers and actors and people who are here, because honestly, the world of filmmaking as a whole can seem it feels like the passion can be like taken out of it because of how commercial it is, because filmmaking, as with acting, as with being creative, it's hard to make it lucrative most of the time. And so the ability to come here to be passionate together and to meet super creative people who all are here for the same reasons, it's awesome. And I mean, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Suitcases team, the Salt and Pepper team, and I talked about Whatever It Takes. I want to give my co-writer Angelina Buzelli a big shout out, because honestly, I would say if it was not for her, I don't think we would be as far with that project as we are right now.
Nice. Thank you so much, Mr. Cody. We appreciate you being here representing for Salt and Pepper and Suitcases. Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll get back to you guys. Bye.